Your ads are running, you're getting clicks, but your lead flow is a ghost town. You're pouring a fortune into marketing, hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe tens of thousands every single month, and your pipeline is still empty. What if I told you the problem isn't your ad copy, your targeting, or even the platform you're on? It's an invisible wall that's killing a massive portion of your leads before they even think about talking to you. In this video, I'm going to show you what the wall is and how your own business built it and how exactly to tear it down for good. Hi, I'm Max from Max Out Creative. We help small businesses, independent insurance agencies, small medical clinics, and service-based businesses try to get more leads. A lot of people don't have a lot of money to spend on marketing, so knowing the basics is a big help. Let's get real. The old way of selling insurance is dead and gone. Buying junk leads and cold calling until your ears bleed is a race to the bottom, and everyone loses. So what did we all do? We all jumped into digital marketing. We started running ads on Facebook, Google, some of us YouTube, pouring money into what we were told was the future, praying for a predictable way to fill our calendars with qualified appointments. But for most agents, that's a fantasy. You're living in a painful, expensive reality instead. You watch the ad spend climb, you see the clicks roll in, but the number of actual clients you get feels like a cruel joke. It's a frustrating loop, right? You tweak the ad, swap the picture, rewrite the headline, and just hope that this time it will be different. But it seldom is. The reason is painfully simple, but none of us see it in time. It's the one thing most marketing gurus just happen to leave out in all of their YouTube videos. Your ads probably are working just fine. They're getting in front of people. The problem is what happens in those few critical seconds after the click. Someone lands on your page, they see your name, and they immediately hit an invisible wall of distrust. This wall, which you unknowingly built, is sabotaging every single dollar you spend. Today, we're going to take a sledgehammer to that. I'm going to break down the 3 pillars you need to build a brand that doesn't just get clicks, it gets clients. Number 1, picture your marketing funnel as a bucket. You spend all this time, money, and energy pouring water into it. That's your ad spend driving clicks. But if that bucket is full of holes, it doesn't matter how much water you pour in. It's always going to be empty. For insurance agents, those holes are skepticism, uncertainty, and flat out lack of trust. This is the heart of the issue. You're relying on the ads to do a job they were never designed for. Insurance isn't a pair of shoes you buy on a whim, right? It's a huge financial decision about security and peace of mind. Your prospect is sitting there thinking, if my house burns down, if I get sick, if the worst happens, is this person I've never heard of really going to be there for me? And when you apply that filter, think about how you feel. I know how I feel. Do you trust anybody anymore? When they click your ad from a cold start, their guard is all the way up. They land on a generic page with a stock photo and a logo they don't recognize. To them, you're a complete unknown, a potential risk. So what do? They close the tab, then they go right back to Google and search for an agent who feels more credible, more established, more trustworthy. Every time that happens, you've just paid to send a lead directly to your competitor. Your marketing dollars are literally funding their business. This is why your customer acquisition cost, or CAC, is through the roof. You have to spend more and more just to get one person on the phone because your ads are forced to build trust from scratch. Weak brands get fewer conversions from the exact same ad spend because there's just too much friction. Without a real brand, your ads have to work 10 times harder, and the math on that will eventually crush you. So what is this invisible wall? It's the trust deficit. It's that natural skepticism people have for an industry they already find confusing, mixed with the total anonymity of the internet. A strong brand is the only thing that can bridge the gap. And branding isn't just a cool logo and a clever tagline. It's the entire feeling people have about your business, in this case, your insurance agency. A real brand communicates values, expertise, and reliability before you even say a word. Think about it. When you see an ad from a brand you already know and like, your defenses are down. You give them the benefit of the doubt. You're willing to listen. Now flip it. An ad from a company you've never heard of. The internal alarm bell starts ringing, right? In insurance, that effect is magnified by 1,000. Trust is everything when you're selling a promise, and that's all an insurance policy is a promise. Your prospects are asking themselves one simple question: why should I trust you with my family's future? If your brand doesn't have a damn good answer for that question, your ad's never going to. A weak brand has no authority, no social proof, and no story. It's just another faceless name asking for money in exchange for a complicated document nobody even wants to read. And let's be honest, today's buyers are cynical. They're actively looking for a reason not to trust you. A weak brand gives them every reason they need. If a light bulb is starting to go on and you're realizing why your ad budget feels like it's vanishing into thin air, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really does help other agents find this video and stop burning through their money too. All right, we've identified the wall. Now let's talk about how to knock it down and build a solid foundation in its place. It comes down to building 3 pillars. These aren't magic, but they do require consistency. Number 1, authority through specialization. The fastest way to be a nobody is to try to be everything to everyone. You simply cannot be the best agent for life, health, home, auto, business, insurance for every single person in your state. It's not credible. Think about it. You go to a cardiologist for your heart, not your family doctor. Insurance is no different. You have to define your niche. Who specifically do you serve? Is it young families who need term life? Is it contractors who need liability? Is it retirees trying to figure out Medicare? Pick one and own it. From that moment on, every piece of content you make, every post, every word on your website should speak directly to that person and their problems. When someone in your niche finds you, they shouldn't just see another generic insurance agent. They should feel like they found the expert for their exact situation. This is how you build authority. You stop being a generalist and become a sought-after specialist. That one shift will separate you from 99% of the competition. This isn't built overnight, it's earned. The best way to earn it is by giving away value before you ever ask for anything in return. This is where content comes in, and it's the engine of any modern brand. I'm not talking about filming cheesy dance videos. I'm talking about creating simple, genuinely helpful content that answers your ideal client's biggest questions. What are the top 5 questions you get all the time? Record a simple 2-minute video answering each one. Post it online and write a short article about it for your website. The format is less important than the consistency. The goal is for your name to become the answer whenever someone in your niche has a question. When they start their research, they should find you. They watch a video, they read an article, and suddenly you're not a stranger anymore. You're the helpful expert who already solved a problem for them. Now, when they see your ad, the click is different. It's not a click of suspicion. It's a click of recognition. You've already done the hard work. Social proof is number 3. Nothing builds trust faster than someone else singing your praises. You can talk about how great you are all day long, but it's 1,000 times more powerful when a happy client says it for you. You need a system for gathering and showing off your social proof. It all starts with giving incredible service, obviously. That makes people want to tell others, but don't stop there. After you help a client and they're thrilled, ask them for a review on Google. Basic. Ask them to record a quick video testimonial on their phone. Plaster these testimonials all over your website and use them in your marketing. When a new prospect lands on your page and sees the faces and words of real people you've already helped, it shatters that invisible wall. It's third-party proof that you are who you say you are and you do what you promise. It's the ultimate credibility booster that turns a skeptical visitor into a confident lead. Once you have these 3 pillars in place, authority, content, and social proof, the whole game changes. You're no longer trying to push a giant boulder up a steep hill. Your brand becomes the wind at your back. Your ads become insanely more effective because they aren't the first handshake anymore. They're just a friendly reminder, an invitation to take the next step with an expert they already know and trust. This has a direct measurable impact on your bank account, by the way. First, your customer acquisition cost plummets because your conversion rates skyrocket. The people who click are way more likely to book a call because the trust is already there. You get more clients from the exact same ad spend. Second, the lifetime value of your clients goes up. Clients who choose you because of your brand aren't just buying a policy. They're buying into a relationship. They stick around longer, and they tell their friends and family about you. Referrals, especially in the insurance business, but really in all businesses that rely on leads, that's gold. Finally, you can actually use advanced strategies like retargeting the way they were meant to be used. Showing an ad to a cold prospect is a roll of the dice, but showing a retargeting ad to someone who has already watched 3 of your videos and read your testimonials, that's not a gamble. It's a slam dunk. Your brand is what makes all the fancy marketing tactics actually work. So let's put it all together. If you feel like you're just setting money on fire with your ads, you probably are. But the problem isn't the ads, it's the invisible wall of distrust that a non-existent brand has built around your business. You can't expect a total stranger to trust you with their family's future based on a single ad. It's time to stop obsessing over tiny tweaks to your campaigns and start building the real brand. Define your specialty and become the go-to authority. Consistently create valuable content that actually helps your ideal client. Systematically gather social proof that builds unbreakable credibility. When you do this, you demolish the invisible wall. You turn your marketing from an expense into an asset. Your ads will finally start working, and you'll build a sustainable, profitable business that isn't dependent on the next secret hack. You'll become the obvious trusted choice in your market. And that's what we're all hoping for. If you found anything helpful in this, would you do me a favor and hit the like button? I would appreciate that. I'll be back with more. Thank you very much.